If you're ever planning on building a house, make sure it's not on top of a site where they used to execute people, as it could potentially be haunted. That is what happened in the case of the Whaley House. The house was built in 1857, right on top of a site of a former gallows. Of all places, why did the family have to build a house right on top of where they used to execute people? Strange. Shortly after the family moved in, they began experiencing paranormal activities, such as a criminal who was executed 5 years prior began roaming and stomping around the wooden floors and began haunting the house. Other paranormal activities had occurred throughout the time that the family had lived there. Then tragedy struck. The family's son passed away from scarlet fever, and their daughter took her own life. The house was plagued by tragedy and sorrow. After the family passed on, the house was passed on from family to family and owners to owners. The house is now a museum and is a popular tourist attraction, offering tours and even stories of the hauntings of the house that had occurred decades after the family's passing. One witness had reported back in 1964, which is a talk show host, had claimed to have seen white floating objects, which were orbs, indicating it could either be the spirit of the family or the criminals who were executed 200 years ago, or both. And other visitors have said to have spotted the spirit of the daughter, who have claimed to have caught a whiff of the smell of Christmas dinner that she enjoyed cooking while she was still alive. Others have said to have seen the spirit of the son and even caught glimpses of the wife. And other accounts have reported to have seen smoke, even though the rules have clearly stated that there is no smoking allowed, but for reasons unknown, smoke appeared, but they couldn't find where the source is. That could indicate that it was the spirit of the father and husband also haunting the house. Although nothing major has happened except for harmless and friendly hauntings, minus the criminals that you probably will encounter, the house is definitely one of the most haunted places on Earth. While the spirits are not as terrifying as people had described them to be, but what's even more terrifying is that the house was built on a site where they used to execute people, which makes the story even more creepier. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and comment your favorite ghost stories and give me your suggestions on which ghost stories or haunted places or events that I should talk about next. And until next time, stay classy, and I'll see you all in the next video.